welcome to my channel Creative Art. I am Nilima,
and in today's tutorial we are going to make all these beautiful plate wall decors.
So friends, please do watch the whole video to decorate your walls as beautiful as this one. And friends, do subscribe my channel for more creative art painting videos and do press the bell icon to get notification for each video I post every week. I'm definitely going to list all the materials in my description box below so that you can check it out, make it yourself and do the same. So let's start the video now, friends. Friends, let's quickly check out the materials we are going to need for our plate decor. First of all, we are going to need this kind of round plates. This time I have selected at least 5 to 6 plastic plates. You can also use ceramic plates or glass plates. That is completely your choice. You should always select the size of the plate according to your display on wall. Next, for coloring, we are going to use Fevicryl glass colors. These are water based and available in 10 shades. Other than that, we have also got a new type of it, which is Fevicryl glittering glass colors. These are the same water base, but they have silver glitters in it, which gives you a glittering shiny look with the additive glass colors. You can also make them yourself by adding this kind of fine pixie dust glitters in it. To know more about the glittering glass colors, please do watch my video glass painting using glittering glass colors. Next, for lining, we are going to use CAMEL glass liners, which are also water based and they are available in 3 colors. First and the most commonly used one is 261 metallic gold CAMEL glass liner. Next is 262 metallic silver glass liner, and the other one is metallic bronze glass liner. That one is quite a rare available. Other than that, you also get a black color glass liner with the Fevicryl glass coloring box. And if you don't get these glass liners, you can also use CAMEL Fabrica cone liner. They are available in variety of colors from green, white, purple, pink to metallic colors like gold, copper, silver and bronze. And friends, if you're not good in drawing, I have a special technique of tracing on plate using the carbon paper. And if you're good in drawing, I have got Apsara glass marking pencil. It also comes in variety of colors, so you can easily draw on glass plate, ceramic plate or the plastic plates using this pencil. To secure, we are going to need tape, and to make our colors permanent on our plate, we are going to use the best varnishes. To take precautions, you definitely always should have cotton buds because it's important to remove the bubbles. You'll know the trick in the painting. And you're going to need references like this. And friends, you'll also get the whole list of these materials in the description box below with their links from where you can also buy them online. So let's start the video now, friends. Using a scissor, I'm going to cut my reference into the round shape. I'm using a A4 size print which perfectly fits on a small plate with size about 20 to 21 centimeter in diameters. Okay, so when your reference is being cut in the round shape, place it on your plate in this way and you can see the design completely fits your plate. So now place a carbon paper in between your plate and reference in this way. Hold the center in this way and using tape secure your reference carbon paper with the plate. Again, hold the center, stretch it out in this way, secure it with tape. We don't need this much part, but it is ready. Now using any pen, you have to go all over the design of these lines, you can see, and then you will easily get an imprint of this design on your plate. So now friends, I have finally completed my tracing part, so I'm going to remove the secure sides. This is how the whole tracing part has come. I'm going to start the lining part using 261 metallic gold CAMEL glass liner. You can start it from any side you like to. So friends, in the same way, I'm going to complete the lining part and then show you how does it looks. Okay. So now friends, I have finally completed doing the lining part, and this is how our plate looks. If there are any misguided lines, you can easily clean them. So now we are going to start the coloring part, and for that we are going to use Fevicryl glass colors which are water based and available in 10 shades. If you want to make other than any other shade, please to watch my video color mixing chart so that you can mix and make different colors like this. So for coloring the leaves, I'm going to use 4 different shades. First is dark green, which is a combination of black and crystal green color. Second is crystal green color. Third is parrot green color, which is a combination of crystal green and yellow color. Okay, first of all, I'm going to place the dark green color on all the leaves wherever there is a dark green part. And then for shading, I'm going to use the crystal green color. Now using the crystal green color and mixing it with the dark green color. The same I'm going to do for this parts also, using crystal green color. It's very simple to do this. You have to simply add the darker color first and then lighten up the surface using the lighter color. For example, I'm using the dark green color right now, and after that using the crystal green color, I'll do the shading in this way. It easily gets mixed up. The first shading of leaves is completed. Now we are going to do the next shading, for which the parrot green color is going to be the mid shade, crystal green color is going to be the darker shade, and yellow is going to be the lighter shade. So first of all, you have to color the leaf using the mid shade, which is parrot green color. Then next, use the darker or the lighter shade to do the shading part. For this leaf, I'm going to use the crystal green color to do the shading. And here I'll be using yellow color as light shade. Mix it with the parrot green color. Now again I'm using parrot green color and then using yellow color, mixing it with parrot green. The same I'm going to do with this all leaves. Finally, color the branches using the parrot green color and yellow color. So now friends, I have finally completed doing the leaf coloring part, and now we're going to start coloring the flowers. For that, I'm going to use purple color, which is a mixture of ultramarine blue and pink. Pink color, just a bit of ultramarine blue to increase the darkness in purple, and white. Okay. I'm also going to make a new color by adding pink color in red. So this will give you a kind of dark pink color. Close the cap and mix it very well. This will give you a bit of a reddish pink, and if you add purple or ultramarine blue, you will get this kind of pink color, which is the most favorable to do. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start with this bud, and I'm going to use purple color. Start by placing few lines in this way. Then using the dark pink color, after that give a single line. This pink was made combining purple and pink. Start a little bit of pink and reddish color which we have made. It gives a brilliant pink color. And then add a teeny tiny drop of white, and the colors will get mixed up themselves. The same process we are going to do for this bud also. First use the darker color, which is purple. Then the second one, which is a mixture of purple and pink. Use just a bit of the combination red and pink. It gives a brilliant bright color in it. And then finally add a drop of white. It will itself get mixed up into the colors, so need not worry and do not over bombard it. If there are any adjustments, I like to use a pin and make them. So this is how you have to do the darker shading parts. Friends, I have colored this flower also. I'm going to do the same process over here, so watch it carefully. First place the purple color. Let it get dry for a few seconds. Then place the dark pink, mixing it with purple. As it is a rainy season, so I literally have to use a dryer sometime to dry the colors quick. Then the next one. Finally add white and the shading will be done itself. This is how it looks. The same way I'm going to do it here. Okay, so now we are going to color this flower, which is completely blue. So first of all, I'm going to use the dark pink color, which is a mixture of pink and purple, and give just a slight lining of it on all the edges of the flower. Then use the next darker color, which is the combination of red and pink. And then finally use white color. I'm going to keep major parts of this flower as white this time. Try to mix it with the pink and create a shade. You have to give a good mix of white with the pink. Okay, so this is how the shading part should look, and this petal you observe is the darker one. So in the same way, I'm going to color it as dark as I have shown you in this parts, and then finally I'll let it get dry and show you how does it looks. Okay, so friends, this is how beautiful our plate wall decor looks when the whole coloring part completed and has got dried up. I have kept it for at least 24 hours to let it get dry completely so that it may give you such a finished look. And I have also done the lining part once again on the flowers so that they may look lift up and brighter. So this is the whole collection of our plate decors. So first of all, friends, I'm going to talk about how to preserve your plate decors which are handmade like this ones. If it's been quite a time that you have made your plate decor and it was somewhere in open, so using a flat hair brush like this, you have to simply brush off the dust over it in this way. Dust or just anything, okay? This is how you have to dust it off. Make sure that your plate decor is clean. And now friends, there are two ways to secure the color of your plate. First is to varnish them using one of the best varnishes. My best choice is Liquitex Professional High Gloss Varnish. And the second option is to pour some clear resin on your plate decor. So you can select any of it, whichever you like. But for this time, friends, we are going to use my favorite high gloss varnish, which is from Liquitex. So I'll quickly pour it in my palette and take a good quantity of it. So here is my varnish. Then using a flat hair brush, I'm going to one by one put a very thin layer of varnish on the whole plate. Using a resin to secure your plates is one of the best and ideal things to do, but the best quality resins really cost a lot as compared to varnish. So this time, as it's a larger scale, so I'm going to use my varnish, and I probably will be doing 2 layers of varnish on each plate decor. So here I am done with my first one. Make sure that while varnishing there are no bubbles left. This one is done. Okay, so in the same way friends, you have to varnish all the plates and then let them get dry for at least 4 hours. So now friends, I'm going to show you how to place these plates on wall. So there are 2 ways to place it, as these are very lightweighted plates. So I'm going to use a 2-side tape, which is the first way. Using a scissor, you have to cut this 2-side tape. Place it on the back side in this way. It is ready. 2-side tape works in this way. You have to peel off this yellow part and you'll have this very sticky thermocol which easily can be placed on wall without harming the paint or the putting. I'm going to do this on most of my plates. So now I'll remove the tapes in this way. You have to simply peel off this yellow tape, hold it exactly where you want it and press it very tightly, and it will get stick to the wall. So friends, this is how beautiful our DIY plate wall decors look when I have placed them on wall. So please do give it a try, make it yourself, make your walls and homes as beautiful as your heart. And do tell me in the comments below friends, how did you like my videos? And if you do like my videos, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.